How do, and welcome back to another one. I hope you're well. Let's just get straight into it because I've got 8 more new additions to this lot. So we're just going to get on with it. But before we get to the games, I'm just going to show you something my wife got me recently for Father's Day. It's a PlayStation mug. I'm just going to open it and show you. I will never use this because of the shape. It's square or rectangular. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever use it, and besides, it looks better staying in its box. So let's shove that back in there, shall we? Yeah, there we go. So just another display piece. I think it's cool. I won't use it, but there we go. Apologies, by the way, if I look a little sweaty. The weather at the minute is ridiculous in where I live, and anyone else in the country could probably say the same. I imagine it's even worse up north, to be honest. But anyway, we'll get into the games. This first batch, my wife, she's from Liverpool, and she was up there over the weekend visiting family, and she happened to check out a game shop in Liverpool. I believe it's in Birkenhead in Liverpool, and it's called Trade and Play. I'll show you a receipt from this place. Trade and Play in Birkenhead. She video called me while she was there, and the shop looks insane. So if you're in that area, check them out. I would advise that for sure. But these games are not spectacular, but the games I've just not happened to come across up until now. So the first game is Nagano Winter Olympics 98. There were a lot of these types of games back on the PS1 back in the day, like Olympics and such. Nothing will ever beat International Track and Field, though, that's for sure. But I'm actually happy to have that one, and she paid £5 for it, so not a bad price, really. I mean, I know independent shops these days tend to be more expensive, but that doesn't seem like it's expensive to me. Next one is, I never even knew this game was, it's on 2 discs. But anyway, it's Monte Carlo Games Compendium. It's got 17 games on the rear, as you can see there. It's got 17 games on it, so yeah, that would probably mean the 2 discs. But then, with it being a Midas game, I imagine it's just through poor optimization as to why there's 2 discs. But it's got blackjack and baccarat. I'm not going to say any more, poker and such on it. So, yay. Yeah, we'll just get on with it. This one, don't ask me why, because I remember playing this on a demo back in the day, but every time I read it in my little file of games I need, I keep thinking, right, I need to get that, and that is Mille Miglia. I hope that's how you pronounce it, or Mille Miglia. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. I probably got it right first time. I feel like I did. Another racing game. I do love my racing games, and the PS1 is no different, although there is some utter trash ones on there. But this one seems alright. It's got Sterling Moss's name on it, so I would imagine it's not too bad. And now this one, never heard of, and it says that it's a sci-fi fantasy adventure with over 300 locations. Perfect Assassin. I actually really can't wait to give this one a go. Yeah, it's just fantasy sci-fi sort of games. They tend to take my fancy quite a bit. And there we go. There's the sticker on the front there, Trade and Play Birkenhead. So yeah, happy that my missus went in there. So there are the 4 that she picked up for me from this place. And now I'm going to get on to, sorry, I'm really warm. It's ridiculously hot at the minute. I'll get on to this next batch, which again is another 4. And I'm going to put the receipt for this place in one of those ones. Right, let's just get on with it. We don't need to pad it out, do we? Right, this one I've been after for a pretty fair amount of time. Don't ask me why, but I think it's because it's a Sunsoft title, and I tend to see that those seem to be quite hard to get hold of these days, or they have quite a bit of a value on them. But anyway, this one is Hard Edge. I've never played it before, but I've heard good things. I've seen it on a few of those hidden gems videos on the tubes. It might be good, it might be absolute trash, but I've wanted it for a while to give that a go. So that's there. Let me just move that. Next one was a Vinted purchase. The seller listed it as satisfactory, but nothing wrong with it. There's a few light scratches, but all in all, it's not that bad. And that is Panzer General. No idea. I think it's a war strategy. Yeah, it's a war strategy game. Yeah, I just saw it on Vinted, and I know it's one of those. Either on eBay, it's stupid prices for what it is, or it just seems to be hard to find. But anyway, Panzer General. These two titles are probably the best of the bunch because these were super cheap on Vinted. Someone was selling, I think there was a bunch of PS2 games and a bunch of PS1 games. I asked all for one bundle price, and I asked if I could just buy the PS1 games and the person could keep the other stuff to carry on selling themselves. And they agreed. So I think I spent around £17, including the postage, on these two. You'll see why in a minute. These are pretty good titles for the value anyway. They're not good in terms of game quality, but this one is Batman Forever, the arcade game. I've never played this one. I don't think I ever played any of the superhero-y games back in the day because I was never really a fan of the comic book superhero stuff. But it's nice and complete. A two-player arcade Armageddon featuring the dynamic duo. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see those images on the back very well, but they don't exactly sell the game, in all honesty. But I believe CEX sell that for around £50, which is probably like £49.99, way too much. But hey-oh. And this one, I know CEX sell this for like £80, £85. Ain't no way I'd ever pay that price at CEX for it. Well, I don't use them anymore anyway, unless I actually physically go in a store. I won't mess around with their online anymore and trade in stuff to them. I just can't be bothered with the nonsense balls they give me. But anyway, this game means... I'll start again, cocking up my words. Yeah, it says it's compatible with the Hyper Blaster gun. So it looks like I'm going to have to find one of those because it doesn't look like I can use the mouse or the G-Con. But anyway, it's Lethal Enforcers. Now the thing with this is it's actually two games in one. It's got Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2 on it. And like you say, it's a light gun game, and I assume the green gun at the top's the Hyper Blaster thing. But this is £85 at CEX. £85 somewhere? I'm sure it's 85 at CEX, and it's a light gun game. Why? Can someone give me some information as to why that's as expensive as it is? I mean, it's 1997, so it's not like it's a newer game that people didn't buy. I don't know. PlayStation 1 prices are just bloody all over the place. But those 8 new editions there, as you can see, they take me to 926. I do write this down, so as of today, as you can see, it's 926. So I'm quarter of the way from between 9 and 1,000. As anyone who's been watching me knows, I want to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. So yeah, just another, come on, maths family, 74 to get. I hope I've got that right because my maths is shocking. Yeah, 74 left to get. But anyway, as a little update for game I've been playing recently, I was playing Chernobylite recently. I got the platinum for that because it's pretty easy to get anyway. And I've now got into wanting to platinum more games. Again, I've kind of got back into it, but I'm not really... The modern side of gaming doesn't really do it for me, but these 4 games I'm about to show you, you've already seen these before, but I'm going to make these my next batches of platinums if you're ever interested. I checked as well, I have 172 platinums at the minute. I wouldn't mind trying to get to 200 at some point. I'm in no rush for that, and I won't play those Stroke the Cat or whatever games to get there, but these games will sure get me on my way. First one is Astrobot. I know it's an easy platinum, but I'll go for it on that one. Another one is Robocop Rogue City. Again, apparently it's an easy platinum, and it's a good game as well, so I'll give that a go. Recent edition, you've probably seen before, is the Lunar Remastered Collection. you have to basically complete both games to get platinum. It's only one platinum trophy for both games, which is strange, but I've started one game and I am absolutely loving these old school games again. And the new versions of them on the PlayStation 4, 5 obviously just adds trophy support to them, so I don't mind that. And the Lunar, from what I installed it and did the update for it, quite a big file size from what I remember. But I'll play them anyway. And this one, I've already started the first one on this collection. And these tend to be apparently quite easy to platinum. So, hey-oh, I might just go for the whole series. And that, with that being the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. And obviously I'm on the first one at the minute. And I'm going to work my way through all 6 to get the platinums on there. Anyway, that's all my additions and my nonsense. I just want to say, I've been watching a channel recently. His name's Goblin Retro, or Retro Goblin. Goblin Retro, I think it is. You should check him out. He's doing a weird... he's got a format on his videos. I mean, it took me, and I love it. He's basically collecting the through PS1 games, and he is doing like a scoreboard of the heaviest PS1 manual of all time. I think at minute his #1 heaviest manual is Die Hard Trilogy on the PS1. I have recommended him to try Pitball and NBA Live 97 because those manuals are ridiculous. NBA 97 in particular, you can't even close the case properly. I'll just show you. I've showed you this before, but you can't even close the case properly. I mean, you might not be able to see, there's a lip there, but the case won't shut properly because the manual is just ridiculous. So I would imagine that would be the heaviest, or one of anyway. But anyway, enough for me. I'm sweating and it's just so hot and I can't be bothered to sit in the house anymore. So I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you very, very much for watching and have a good weekend.